Slanker, his a campaign advisor to the Ensign campaign, told AP that he was supportive of the plans to hire Hampton, who's the man, who's the guy cheated on. He was not aware of the relationship with Cindy Hampton, but he said the senator did not pressure him to hire Hampton. He was supportive, but there was no pressure. But, I mean, he's the boss, and he wanted it. So what? Yeah, that's automatically pressure.
Well, it certainly seems that there's a cover-up, and when there appears to be a cover-up, that's where you get into trouble. I don't have any problem with the guy having an affair. They have affairs all the time in Europe. In Europe, it's known that that members of parliament and presidents and they keep mistresses on the side, and it's just understood. Nobody really cares. But here, people care.
Wow, yeah, yeah, you know, maybe some of these Republicans just ought to come out, or some, and depending, no matter what stripe you are, come out and just go, look, I'm not a saint, and you know, just come out like that. And then if a few stories come out, it's like, yeah, oh well, the public will let it roll out. But if you come off moralizing and thundering from the pulpit as you're, and going to churches and running the Bible Belt and making your campaign stops, on a high moral ground, well, then you're just setting yourself up.
Well, we're more of a moralizing society today in some ways than we were 50 years ago. 50 years ago, they would just sweep it under the rug. As you know, Dr. Martin Luther King had a mistress, and that was never brought to bear upon him very much. It's been brought out more since. But you can be a really good guy with good, clean, moral goals and still have a mistress. I mean, the Lord put testosterone in all of us, and that makes us do silly things.
Yeah, you think Kennedy would have got away with what he did, in this day and age?
Nope.
Probably not. They follow him around pretty closely. It reminds me, speaking of Europe, Silvio Berlusconi, the president of Italy, is openly has a wife for a long time, but he's got all his his mistresses, young mistresses on the side. He goes off to his summer cottage and he sees these young bikini-clad women who are 50 years younger than him jumping around the place, and the press has fun with it. They mention it, and he doesn't. They even ask him about it, and he says, what do I do on vacation? It's not your business,
Yeah, that's the guy that demanded that his wife apologize to him over media exposure for that, right?
Oh, his wife. I guess there was something like that where the wife didn't exactly like all the extra, exposure that of his, of all those extra women, but then he turned the tables on her. I didn't know that part of the story. That's just typical. That would never work that way here.
No.
Oh, well, our leaders are, guess what? They're us. We elected them. They're human. But they make the decision to ride the high moral horse, and, they're going to fall just that much further. So I think we just all need to lighten up a little bit. And, libertarian says, hey, we're going to tolerate social behavior between consenting adults. It doesn't mean you're a libertine where you're just out of control, and we respect that. We respect people, like you said, who are good at what they do, and their private life between consenting adults is a separate matter. Or goats. Adult consenting goats, those sluts. we don't want to judge. But I think it's fun when the hypocrisy rears its head. It's just they're gonna have to get this feedback enough times where we just need to all grow up a little bit. And in some ways, we got an adolescent culture that just gets all fixated on this stuff. Who did who?
You're absolutely right.
Who's doing who did who, and whatever. It's like we're just a great big high school.
That's true.
All right. Okay, we've had our fun. Thanks for giving us some comic relief, Greg, in this story. Sometimes I think I'm crazy when I look at this and I don't see. And of course, the left is big on pointing this up. But what's funny is the left moralizes just as much as the right, and that's what the libertarians are pointing out. They get all high and mighty about the environment and how and speech correctness and what did you mean by that, by you people, or are you a racist, all that kind of thing is another kind of moralizing. So we all need to lighten up a little bit. All right. So what are you doing this weekend? Fishing again?
I'm having some company over this weekend, and we may go fishing one day.
Oh man, gonna have to try that up at the Mammoth Lakes. Sounds great.
Oh yeah, we have great golfing too.
Yeah, and I'm actually headed up after our interview next Friday. I'm going to be driving up north all the way to Idaho, Washington, and back down again, swinging through Nevada, going up through Utah, come back through Nevada, and going to eat up the West, and then we'll go a different way next year. So we'll eventually swing by your way, and we'll cast some line, drink some beer, and take in the great environment you have up there.
Sounds good, Joey.
Fantastic. Thanks again, Greg, for chiming in and helping us make sense of all this and stay sane.
All right, Joey.
You have a great weekend.
You do the same.
All right. Talk to you later, brother.